Where was it? Okay, so like, we'll start here anyway. South America, you got like underground caves everywhere, and it's the same with the Giza Plateau. There's just, yeah, caves and signs of water movement through them. So here, I don't know who spreads these rumors, but yeah, and it's known to, they used it for irrigation at least. So we're onto those kind of systems. Okay, so where we're going with this? How on earth can I relate all this to fertility? Like, people got all these crazy ideas what the pyramid's for, and I keep saying in these videos, like, it relates to consciousness, and I'm going to take another step to show how. I mean, we know that consciousness is the prime mover that even the quantum realm springs out of. That's the whole premise I'm working with, like the materialists, the technocrats, whatever. Kind of going with the opposite. They're trying to go with the thing that awareness will follow form. Yeah, don't know see how that works out for them anyway. So yeah, I am at opposites here. So having said that, let's continue. So I was talking about electrical charges in the body, and through other, well, we'll call it organic life, even stone, because it's, yeah, from the earth. Okay, so we're gonna have to move into the inner sanctum of some of these places and take a look at these stone boxes. You've probably seen these before, just in case the camera sucks on that angle. Yeah, they're huge. Some of them, like, it's just how did they get them in there in the first place? Because they're bigger than the corridors and the angles and stuff, and they're made of completely different stones, so who knows how they made them. That's not the issue here that we're looking at, is what they were actually for. Most of them were empty when they were found. So yeah, well, possible use. Well, firstly, in a being, or a human being, okay, we'll look at a human being, like melatonin affects fertility, straight up. Yeah, that kind of weird thing that goes down at 3 a.m. in the morning, starts to kick in, some weird chemical release and stuff. So melatonin, I think that was discovered in '99. The effects. So this darkness thing, straight up, has got an effect on fertility from the most modern science that we know of. But electrical charges will actually hinder fertility, can cause damage, stuff like that. So you think, why would it be electrically charged? Well, it's a specific charge to start with, and it's all tapped into a certain frequency, obviously. But the whole point is, and with the water under the pyramid as well, especially, is earthing out all this stuff, especially in a scenario where, if you're onto the electric universe and plasma, thunderbolts of the gods, lightning storms, magnetic reversals, the magnetosphere weakens and highly charged, volatile shit comes into the earth. But at the same time, it causes mutations. Now, if you want to create a guided mutation and not a damaging one, place yourself in this box for like however long this plasma storm is, like earth out the charge and use it to actually transform properly into the next stage of evolution, the way nature intended. Now, it's not like everyone's gonna bust out and build a pyramid. This specific pyramid was probably originally for a certain being with connections to reality itself. Someone's popping up there. Good old leak project. I might have to I'll put the links in, which brings me to my next subject, the making of the pyramids. So Leak Project actually did some good field work, and they found like these markers on this, out in the desert somewhere. There was a few stone walls, they left them there. But when it comes to the making of the pyramids, I'm pretty sure like it was done even maybe with the alignments of planets and stars. It could have maybe only been done at a certain time to get that sort of precision. But I was looking at this stone wall and like where it was, and like looked like there was markers. There were definite markers. You know how they put out markers to, you know, analyze the sky and season, mark seasons and all that stuff. Like even primitive versions of it in the desert, some very old, ancient stuff like that. And yeah, there's small balls, not always big ones, but just you think about it, you're using it for small markers to get angles. How, yeah, it's weird because like a sphere to get angles, yeah, but like, you know, place a piece of wood on it at a certain, you nearly get any angle, you know what I mean? Or something like that, an alignment, just rest it on it and move it forward or back. But anyway, so like where these stone walls are, if anyone's like, I just had an idea, because like they seem to be around where a lot of these temples are built as well, and where they're remnants of ancient mining or fossils or whatever. Like it looks like someone's used them and you know, worked them. Could be a knee ball, giant fossil that someone's worked into using it for this purpose. Who knows? But this is just one possible purpose. Yeah, because they still revered the most primitive aspects of their culture, knowing that, you know, like even their technology stemmed from nature. That's why they included it in their depictions, like nature's like abstractly molded into this technological form. Pretty trippy. So what else have we got to discuss? I think I've discussed the so I was watching some other scientists, like myth of, we're talking about myth, and this one was of animals being let into a tent, transformed. So it's an ark of sorts too. They're into, across Noah's Ark was like, I'm sure there was environmental factors involved in that timely exodus. So yeah, fertility, just wanted to relate it to that because that's been the prime focus of a lot of these videos. So yeah, I guess if I've missed anything, probably end up doing 10 more videos, who knows, on this subject. Could just about go forever on it.